A cop violently arrested a black man for tapping his horn at a green light.
Yep.
Let's show you the incident.
Your commanding officer.
Is this your vehicle?
Can you please call your commanding officer?
You don't want to identify yourself, you're going to go to jail.
Please? No, that's unlawful.
It's not unlawful.
That's abusing my rights.
I have a lawful reason to stop you.
I did not commit a crime.
Yep. You said you did.
No, I
didn't.
You
said
you just said I did.
You were doing what?
I didn't.
Oh, now you're saying you didn't. You didn't unlawfully use your horn.
No, I did not unlawfully use my horn. You said I unlawfully used my horn.
You did.
I told you I did not.
And you said I was beeping.
Then you started to lie to me right here about what the color of the light was. Hey. Follow me around the whole block. He followed me. He's harassing me right now. Yeah. And now he's trying to say
am I not allowed to follow people?
Because now I moved my trash can. Exactly.
I'm not mad at all.
And he said, oh, the light was red. I said, no, it was green. Following me around the whole block.
Stop
I did
now.
not commit a crime, sir.
Stop.
Do not touch it. This is unlawful. Put your hands behind. What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? My hands are doing it. I can't even do it. Put your hands behind your back. Me. I can't put my hands behind my back if you're on your stomach. I can't. Roll on your stomach. I can't eat on my arm. I can't. Yo, bro, what y'all doing this for? Again, this is unlawful. I'm not arresting. This is unlawful, bro. Can I get your commanding officer? Nope. Can I get? Stop. What do you mean you're on my pelvis? You're good. You're on my pelvis. Stop resisting. You're on my pelvis. I'm not resisting. You're on my pelvis. Stop moving. Because you're on my pelvis. Stop.
Feel safe. According to Atlanta Black Star, Taylor Gamache, upstate New York cop, violently arrested Matthew N. Edwards last year for tapping his horn at him after the cop failed to proceed when the traffic light turned green. Happens every day, right? Troy police officer Gamache charged the man with unlawful use of a horn, obstruction of governmental administration, and resisting arrest. Retaliatory charges that were all dismissed. Incident took place July 19, 2024, when Gamache was in his patrol car at an intersection waiting for a red light to turn green. Edwards was in the car behind him on his way home from work, tooted his horn to alert the cop. The light was green, which is not against the law. But Gamache, after turning left through the intersection and noticing Edwards, continued straight through it. Apparently circled the neighborhood to find Edwards already parked at home to retaliate against him for tooting his horn at him. This is harassment, said Edwards after Gamache had pulled up in front of his home. Do you know what is harassment? Responded the gaslighting cop. It is not harassment. I did not commit a crime, Edwards insisted, repeatedly asking Gamache to send a supervisor to the scene, which the cop refused to do. Instead, cop called for backup. And a Rensselaer County Sheriff's deputy arrived to help Gamache arrest Edwards. They then arrested a black woman who appeared to be Edwards' partner for trying to retrieve items from his car before they towed it. Wonder how much all this costs, besides the human toll. Officer towed Edwards' car for parking more than 12 inches from the curb in front of his home. But Edwards had parked that way because a pair of garbage cans were blocking his parking space when he pulled up. So he stepped out of the car to move the garbage cans to the side of his house in order to park properly. But Gamache never gave him a chance, of course, insisting on arresting him for daring to toot the horn at him as he sat at the light, distracted. Wonder if he was on his phone. Perhaps texting? That's against the law in New York. Earlier this month, Matthew N. Edwards filed a lawsuit against the condescending cop, accusing him of assault, battery, false arrest, malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, violating several of his constitutional rights. Gamache hired in 2021, according to a Facebook post by the city of Troy, which included a link to a video of the swearing-in ceremony where he swore to uphold the Constitution. However, that same year, the Troy Police Department was sued by the New York Civil Liberties Union for refusing to release misconduct records of its officers. Well, he probably didn't read the Constitution, Doc. No excuse, but I mean, come on. This is vile, tough to see, but thank goodness Our friends at Atlanta Black Star doing a great job with this one too. I don't want Gamache just fired. I want him probably arrested, as well as the responding backup officer if there's some room there, because this is urban terrorism that we're seeing here every day on the streets against an innocent Black man. Another one.
Yeah, it is abuse of public office. It is definitely intentional infliction of emotional distress. And we have probably one of the pettiest stories that we've covered this year, because not only did they arrest him by going to his home, harassing this man for doing nothing illegal, they decided to arrest the woman who simply was there to assist with obtaining things out of the vehicle, which is perfectly legal as well. And then towing the car on top of that, meaning you got a tow truck to come all the way out there. Now, all of this is costing the taxpayer money.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have officers like this, do you really believe those officers are concerned about protecting you? I'm talking to the citizens of that community.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe this officer or those officers wake up every morning with their intent focused on solving your most difficult and complex and violent crimes? Do you believe these cops wake up in the morning to simply defend their ego,
Mm-hmm.
or to proclaim how superior they are? How dare you beep your horn at me? And they make up fake laws in order to do something like this to one human being. And please keep in mind, this wasn't the first time. There's no way I will ever believe this was the first time they have ever done this to another person in that community. And so this is it's not a win. It's not a win for anybody. These cops need to go. And definitely the cop that decided to do all of this egregious activity after the horn was beeped, yeah, that cop needs to be arrested. That's a violation of oath of office, and obviously a public dynamic, and mistrust in the public arena.
Not bad apples either, right, Doc? I mean,
Right, there you go.
it's the system that we got a real problem here.
Yes.
I know you know it.